So, after hours and hours and hours, actually, too many hours, trying to get some footage for you with ARES 90, trying to get my first impressions about this vehicle, I think we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have spent like, I don't know, 5 hours maybe in total on this server, because playing on the dev server was absolute pain at first. Trying to find a match was absolute pain. The longest I sat in the queue without the match was 20 minutes. It kicked me out 4 times basically. And finally we were able to do it. So, ARES 90, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be today's video topic. New American medium tanks with brand new gun mechanic at the same time. Right now we're able to test all the way up to tier 10. The tier 11 ARES 90C is not available for testing. We can only look at it in the garage like this over here. So, you know, we have to wait and see what this tank is all about when the update is actually released. But T20 is the tank that leads you into the new American Autocannon medium tanks, and you need 100,000 experience on T20 to unlock ARES 75, so you can prepare for that already. So ARES 75 is the tier 8 with the first tank with this new thermal overheat control autocannon gun system over here. Next up we have ARES 85 in tier 5, then tier 10 ARES 90, and this is the vehicle we are going to play with and talk about today. And after I would say quite solid amount of battles, like 15 to 20 battles, sometimes 10 with 10, sometimes 15, 12 with 12. I have quite a nice understanding what this tank can do and cannot do in its current state. So just let's do some homework at first. What is this gun system all about in the first place? And initially you have to reload your gun only one time in the battle, and this is your first initial reload, which is roughly 13 seconds, 13.5 seconds reload. And this is the only time you have to reload your gun in the middle of the battle. Or if you run out of ammunition, one type of ammunition, and switching to the other ammunition while you ran out of the ammunition, you have to reload it again. But if you are fast enough to click intuition when you have at least one shell left, then you are actually able to reload with the intuition timer. And the intuition timer is 2.5 seconds over here. So the gun system works like this. You have this heating bar, which gets heated up with every single shot. And you are able to fire 9 shots in total without overheating your gun. But if you would fire 10th shot, you would lock out your gun for 20 seconds. Roughly 20 to 22 seconds. Let's say around 22 seconds. And you would not be able to use your gun. But if you do not lock it out, it starts cooling down almost instantly, and you can fire right here, right now. The best showcase would be me trying to fight with this mouse, for example. So pay attention. How I'm firing like 9 shots. This is 8 shots. 9 shots right over here, and this warning around it is warning you that your next shot is going to overheat your gun, like this warning, if I would fire again. And this is how I was able to circle mouse and use the firepower to its maximum capabilities, basically. You know, couple shots here, couple shots there, without overheating. Once again, if I would overheat, I would not be able to use my gun for roughly 22 seconds. At least on the dev server, once again. Like in this situation. Boom, 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 and done. And now pay attention, by the way, intuition also. So I switch to high explosive rounds while my gun is heated up. So basically you can switch between your rounds in the middle of the heat, no problem whatsoever, and it takes your intuition reload time, 2.5 seconds in this game, going from APCR into HE. You can see, boom, in 2.5 seconds, and I could already start shooting with high explosive. And high explosives are pretty damn dangerous if you have absolutely no armor on the enemy vehicle. You can see how fast it can take out FE45. Faster than the SAC, by the way, and more reliably as well, I would say. because the Zag has almost exactly the HP, clip HP damage needed to take out FE4005, but this can actually do it more reliably and make a mistake, wait 2 seconds for the shot to cool down, for example. Talking about some numbers which we manually measured actually about this tank. So you can fire 9 shots in total before overheating. So your clip, let's say your clip is 10 shots in total, but if you would fire the 10th shot, your gun would overheat with around 20 to 21 second penalty. Not able to fire, gun during the penalty. If you stop at 9 shots, it takes you roughly 11, 12 seconds, depends on the setup, depends on your field modes as well, to fully cool it down. 7 shots, around 8.5 to 9 seconds to cool down, and the less you fire, the faster, of course. If you have those stripes around your reticle, what I showed you, this is a warning that your next shot will overheat your gun, and it takes around 2.7 seconds to fire all 9 shots without overheating, and then you can cycle control the overheat with 2 seconds, waiting 2 seconds, then firing again, manipulating and flirting with the overheat level over there. Now, when the damage output sometimes can be surprising, like how I was able to deal with the mouse, for example. Of course, this is a recreated situation where mouse has nowhere to go and I'm able to circle this tank. Mouse only needs 1 wall and this tank cannot do anything. Because mouse only needs to angle its tank a little bit and ARES 90 is useless. Because look at the penetrations, guys. It has 200, tier 10 by the way, 200 standard AP pen. And 220 premium APCR pen. And it has 10 millimeters of high explosive. Now, I don't know if they're going to buff those penetrations or not, or what is that 10 high explosive penetration, maybe for balancing reasons, and it is only meant for very, very lightly armored tanks, which it absolutely eats. This 10 high explosive penetration is very, very lackluster outside those tanks, right? But the overall usefulness of the ammunition, there were so many battles, guys, where I felt absolutely useless in ARES 90. Battles where I don't have a chance to get the sides. I don't have a chance to flank them. It's a hull down fight. Corners have been taken, all that have been taken. I don't many times even have enough penetration to snipe their commander hatch or to penetrate their commander hatch. This penetration definitely is a big balancing factor of this tank, right? So DPM, base DPM 2524 over here, but this stacks up very fast. Very, very fast for some reason. You're going to see this from the live battles as well. 390 average damage per second. What else we have? 9 degrees of gun depression. Nice, right? 1.58 second aim time. And this dispersion over here is that your base dispersion, your starting dispersion is 0.3. And depending on your heat level, it can go all the way up to 0.61. The more hot your gun is, the worse your dispersion is, basically. And this is how far your dispersion can go. And when we talk about the armor, it actually does have some armor, I would say. It has some armor over here. You can see that this is the tank versus itself. The turret, actually, the turret or the gun system over here has like 260. In the middle, so it needs like high penetration standard round or actually a premium round to penetrate reliably. 260 is for lower tiers definitely is not easily penetrable, and if you are using your 9 degrees of gun depression hull down, your upper hull is also going to bounce some things. Premium rounds is what is going to destroy it, like many other things, but I was actually surprised to see that it has even 260 armor over there. So it was, let's say, holding up. The armor was holding up more than I expected to hold up. The equipment units which I was using is turbo, ventilation, and stabilizer. I kind of want all those equipment units. I want stabilizer to hold my mouse button down just to burst them better with more controlled gun. Mobility, I really think like it needs mobility. Ideally, this is experimental turbo position over here because of extra stabilization as well. And ventilation gives me just enough view range to be above 445 because of my field modes over here, guys. So I do not pick anything from the first. I pick accuracy, I pick camo, then I pick testing plus aiming speed and also minus 15% to aiming circle size after firing. Quite key thing over here, but I lose 5% to gun cooling speed, and I'm losing some view range because I really want the engine power and also the top speed. This puts my view range almost exactly 445 with my setup here, and the top speed 57 instead of base 50, and the reverse speed is 20 plus 23.38 power to weight ratio, which is getting boosted like 3.4 with all the equipment units, field modes, and whatnot. Because the permanent bonus is also engine power bonus and concealment bonus. So it has 40 concealment, guys, 32 moving concealment with camo crew, and field modes over here, as you can see. So actually surprisingly good concealment as well at the same time. And this is ARES 90, guys. You are going to see quite a few live gameplay actions. I try to provide you as much different battles as I can. But overall, it's going to be very annoying tank for anyone who doesn't have much armor, and it can just quickly auto-aim and PQ and slap you fast. And it is going to be borderline useless against someone who has even some armor. Like that's basically it. It seems to be like situational, and overall how I felt playing with ARES is like the suck, you know? It is very fun. It actually was quite a fun tank to play with. But as far as the usefulness goes, there were many battles where I felt useless, but also there were many battles where it felt pretty damn good, right? But still, the penetration is a big issue, big issue. And what is also going to be a big issue, and why this tank is going to be quite a high skill cap tank, is the overheating. You have to be very careful, controlling in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the action. You have to be very careful controlling your overheating system. Because it's so easy in the middle of the battle, in the middle of the action, to overheat your gun, and then you are over there sitting in the middle of enemies who needed like 2 or 3 more shots, but you overheated and you can't do anything for the next 20 seconds and they have to run away, right? And I see this being a problem for many players. Just not paying enough attention, not controlling the heat enough. Also, which I did forgot to mention, is that this also has reserve tracks, just like the Yo tank, guys. So if you get tracked frontally, let's say, you lose your tracks, but you have the secondary tracks that keeps you going and moving with, of course, much more limited mobility, but still you can like pull back from the corner. You are not going to be perma-tracked over there, which is also quite a powerful feature. Situational, but can save your battle for sure. So yeah, it's very tricky, especially on test server. It was very tricky tank to figure out. And I'm definitely not going to give you my final opinion about this. I honestly want to play this on live server and then see, because number one, death server battles, like many times it was 10v10 or 12v12. There was like just so many shenanigans are happening on the death server. A lot of YOLOing, so to test anything precisely is borderline impossible. But you know, I tried to do my best. Now, enjoy the battles and let me know what you think about this tank. How does it look to you? No room for both of you there, huh?
Prepare to pierce their armor. That is some mighty armor they've got. That is some mighty armor they've got.
There's no way I would defend that.
Went through like a spear through leather.
Good.
That must have hurt.
Ah! The more my gun overheated, the worse it got. Okay. We don't have anyone to penetrate with HE over here though. But I want to see what happens. So if I have a chance, I'm just gonna clip the sock. Okay, 10 shots left. Well, I fired one. And now I fire all. I want to see what happens. Okay, so it goes to the full reload. But if I would have kept one shell, I can go to AP in 2.5 seconds. Okay, so that's good to know. Nice. That's good to know. Ah, he fully cooked. The other ARES next to us fully heated up the gun and can't shoot anymore, you know? Alright, so 3.5k. The damage can stack up very fast. Weirdly fast. Depends on the situation. Yeah, but we don't push in yet. Two of us. What do you think, E50, is going to happen? When there is Type 71, D57 heavy and 113. Nothing good is gonna happen, let me tell you that much. BZT-70, but where is BZT-70? Oh, and now he's coming. God damn it! My first shots all missed here. I'm going in now. Okay. Like type could be over here already. We have full HP, BZT. That is going to carry everything. Okay, we got through without getting spotted. I guess this guy's up here. Up here. Nope. Anything back there? This guy is just stealing. What something is. Did he spot me?
This shot was all for naught. We cut through their armor. This shot was all for naught. Our shot went through. We cut through.
Bam, 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 bam. Huh. So ARES is here as well, right? Pop!
Not on his side.
Yes, ARES is here as well.
Enemy armor is damaged. Went through like
Okay, couple hundred damage. Good. Good kill.
enemy armor is damaged. Shot went through.
Alright, stop here. He thought I would reload, I think. No. I did not overcook it. So this was... What was that? 12 with 12 or 10 with 10? I'm gonna flank.
They met their end.
Not bad. Wait, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, so 12 with 12. Not even full match. Yeah, like it's weird. It's weird because the damage can stack up quite quickly. When you have the flanking opportunities over here. When you have the flanking opportunities. I really like this tab over here, finally. Finally I can see what the hell did I complete and what did I get for it. I mean, solid, right? Now that's the test server we remember. With absolutely lunatic action. Those tanks are very good and effective against the EBRs as well. Because of the wheel damage and being able to knock the wheels. Wobble the wheels is very helpful. Taking those lads out. Okay, what the hell is going on over here? This guy has W key glued in. Next, hacker.
Through their armor. Enemy armor.
600, I take it. And we can pull back. I got the outline. A little bit too late though. We proxied each other, right? Alright, I can get this guy from this angle, I hope. Come on, come back. We are bouncing each other's upper blades. That's not bad. Pop, pop, pop. Good. You know, it's a weird feeling not having to worry about the reload time. But then again, you are worrying about the overheat, which is getting you... can get you even bigger problems. He can't pin my turret. Did he overheat or not? Yeah, I overheat, but I had to take this guy out over there now or never, man. Sadly, it's on my lower plate. Upper plate is a bounce. Bouncy bounce, actually. Hull down, I can't pen it. Hull down, I actually, like, ARES cannot penetrate another ARES into the turret. Even with premium. You just don't have enough pen. You simply lack penetration. So that's weird. We got the juicy assistance there. We got very juicy assistance there. Let's see what our ARES is able to spot, maybe. Oh, he's going to clip it. Whoo, that was nice. Just stopped before overheat. Next shot was overheat. Let's actually pull in. So this is where in the heat of battle, I guarantee to you, players will simply lock themselves out for 20 seconds. Only Leopard 120 is missing. And I bet this guy is there. Where is Leo? Where the heck is Leo? Alright. We can go for the city flank. Oh, Leo AFK. And I fired 9 shots there. And we fired 9 shots. By the way, kinda like, you know, you being able to intuition while your gun cools down anytime intuition is available. Basically. I cannot penetrate that. And we are definitely not gonna push in either. Because our boys are dead over there. Oh, he fired. He fired! Concept! Go. Ah! I bounced off my shots because of the penetration, man. Man, you get the little bit of an angle and it can't penetrate anything. Just the tiniest bloody angle needed. Is this guy looking at us or no? Okay, BZ is there. I'm actually gonna go in over here. 430s. Bullying our guys. There is KR1. Wow, that was a sexy shot, if you ask me. What the hell? Where did my first shot go? Let's not get rammed by KR. Ayya! I am donkey.com. Like, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It is so easy, even if you try to control it, it is so easy to overheat your gun. So bloody easy. If you click it a little bit too long, just a split second too long. Please don't pick me, okay? We need to get the extra angle on BZ. We need to get the extra angle on BZ. Let's just wait. Nobody can take a hit. Yeah, we all have to go together. Never mind. Effie has it. Effie has it, yeah. So even when trying and focusing on the anti-lock play over here, let's say, it is still so easy to lock yourself out. It is still easy to lock yourself out. Okay. Well, those are the first impressions I'm able to share with ARES 90, the tier 10. Not the tier 11. Tier 11 is not available to play with the stats that it currently has. It may be buffed, it may be nerfed, it may be different when it is released. Maybe even in the second Dezrng version. We'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, like at the moment it feels to be in the same category, but as a medium tank, like with the Dezrng. It has so many situations where it is going to struggle simply because of the penetration alone. But there will be a lot of situations where this is actually very strong and powerful. Like gun system to have, you know? Especially if you get something very, very lightly armored, right? But definitely have to keep in mind that the Dezrng battles, not the real battles. Real battles could be completely different, but over here we are at least able to test out the mechanic itself. It's very easy to lock yourself out with the thermal, and if you do that in the heat of battle, in the heat of situation, and you lock yourself out for 20 seconds, even when you need to just wait for one more shot, it is GG's. It is GG's for you, right? Like, let's say the KR1 situation we had at the end of the last battle. This KR1, I think, needed like 2 more shots, but I accidentally locked myself out for 22 seconds, and this KR1 can do whatever it wants during that time. Like, take 2 shots, like 1060 damage, right? Even though I only had to wait like 2 seconds or 4 seconds to take this guy out with the gun cooling and lowering the heat level. So this is going to be very tricky, and that's the reason why it is going to be high skill cap as well. It's not the most useful when you play it like one full clip and then pull back, or one full heat charge and then pull back. It's most effective if you fire accurately as many shots as you can at first, then wait a little bit and pop out again and so on. So yeah, there are tanks which this tank is going to take out very fast, and tanks which this tank is going to struggle like absolute pain. So it's very tricky, you know, on this server. Definitely very, very tricky. Hard to test in those conditions over here. And hard. Definitely not gonna give it my final opinion about it. What do you think? How does it look to you? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. And stay tuned for some more action. Have a good one, and adios.